Should you start a window cleaning business in 2026? I continue to get a lot of comments and DMs about guys that are interested in hearing about how to transition from a full-time job and to start a window cleaning business, whether it's starting it as a side hustle or eventually getting it built up to where you can go full-time. I think that's really cool. Obviously, the interest in this area has exploded over the last 6 years. I started my business in 2019 as a side hustle. 2021, I jumped to take it on full time. And I will tell you my story, and at the end, I will tell you what I think you should do if you do still want to start a window cleaning business, right? So I was actually a college pastor and got into window cleaning because I had a friend who was a missionary who, when he came back to the States, needed some money. And so he just started window cleaning. He told me that like in 2018, and I was like, man, that's not a bad idea. At the end of 2018, I actually just put up a thing on my Facebook that said, whatever Christmas lights you have for basically $50 an hour, I'll come and put those up. We just kind of had that idea, me and my friend. And that made us like $3,500. And we were kind of shocked because we were like, man, we're just doing this on the weekends. Like, that's not bad. And we used that money to buy our equipment for window cleaning. And we went really basic then, probably spent $500 to $600 on window cleaning equipment, and just started telling some of our friends that we think we want to get into the window cleaning game. And so that's what we did. And one of our friends owned a pizza shop and said, hey, if you want to just match the price of the window cleaner we have, because he hasn't been that consistent, you can come and clean our windows. And so we got that. So our first job was a recurring job. Really small amount of money, like $55 or something, but it wasn't a huge job. And basically just throughout our network of people that we knew and in our community, we just started letting them know this is what we were doing on the side, right? I had a full-time job. So at the time, it was just to make some money. I'm a dreamer, I'm a visionary, so of course we got a website right away, we LLC'd it, like we did all the things to kind of make the steps towards a legitimate business, but really, it was a side hustle. And there was only a couple guys on YouTube talking about it. It wasn't nearly as big as it is right now on YouTube. So we started making some money. In that third year, we switched to custom Christmas lights, and maybe the second year actually, and saw that, wow, that actually brought in a really good ROI, and we were getting bigger, nicer window cleaning jobs. And so in the summer of 2021, I said, okay, I think I'm gonna jump to run my window cleaning business. And to be totally honest, completely transparent, I still saw it as a thing to get to the thing. I don't think at the time I was thinking I'm gonna jump and build a multi-million-dollar window cleaning business. I'm not that attracted to home service businesses. It's just not something that I loved at the time. And so I just, again, saw it as, okay, I'm creating enough income now that I could do this full time. And so I jumped at the right time. I knew Christmas light season was coming up, and this was gonna be our first full-blown custom light only season, and we did really good. We did 60,000 in new custom jobs, which I was really proud of. Like, that felt insane. And obviously there's a lot of cost in that, but I thought that was cool. Obviously guys in the Christmas light space are crushing that number, but it felt really cool, legitimized, like, man, I think we can keep building. I got some commercial window cleaning jobs just by sending out some cold emails, and going into those next few years felt really good. And so it was like, okay, like this actually can work, and this can help me, you know, build the type of life I desire, and maybe I do try to build the biggest window cleaning empire that I can build. And to be really honest with you, over the last 5 years, I am a flip of a coin. Some days I'm like, you know what, I want to build the biggest window cleaning business I can, and other days I'm like, man, I'm really proud of the business I have going so far, and it's creating the income that I need, and it allows me to do the other things that I'm really passionate about and excited about building as well. And so even that alone sometimes reminds me, like, yeah, I'm probably not going to be a giant conglomerate window cleaning business, but I think that's okay. We see so many different people on social media and in YouTube where it's like they've built these $10 million, $100 million businesses, and I'm just kind of getting to the point where I realize it doesn't have to be. Like, it can supply a good income for me and give me time and freedom, and that allows me to focus on the things that I really love to do. So there have been a lot of perks that have come out of running my window cleaning business and talking about it on YouTube. And one of those is my sponsorship with Jobber. So let me do a quick plug for the promo for today, and that is for Jobber. When I was trying to go more professional in my business, those first couple years when I jumped full time, it was getting really sloppy to take Cash App, to do Venmo, to not have a really easy way for my customers to know how to quote, and just to really not have a good communication system with my customers. And when I switched to Jobber, everything changed. I used them for like 2 years before I became an ambassador for them, and it absolutely runs the entire back end of my business, especially once I started hiring. But I love the way that a customer can get a hold of who we are, look at my website, fill out a quote request. The Jobber link notifies me that I have a quote request. I'm able to go, quote, put that quote in Jobber, send it to them via text and email. I love the fact that I can do text because I realize that they respond really well to the text. They can look at the quote, see if there's anything they want to change, and if they approve it, all I have to do is go and convert it to a job and schedule it and put my employee on that date. It's literally that easy. We go out, we clean it. I'm not worried about collecting funds anymore. We still take checks, still take cash, but typically it's sending over a link once we finish the job. They pay right through there. And so that has just made it so easy. The other thing is that just some of their automated systems, like sends my customers a message about leaving a review. That's been huge for us because we know that reviews are a ticket to making sure you get more jobs. And so it just reminds my customer to leave a review. I can reply to those reviews through Jobber. I can do my email marketing through there. Right now I'm getting all of my marketing schedule set up on there. All their AI tools have been extremely helpful. And so then I know every week to send out another email. And every time I follow the marketing steps within Jobber, I have a older customer reach back out about getting another job. So many ways that it can help. And again, just with scheduling my employees, they know exactly where to go, what to do. I can put in what equipment I need, making sure I get my payments fast, scheduling easily, and making sure that my quotes are easily understandable with all the line items. If you're just getting started, you should definitely give it a try. It'll make you feel more professional, and it'll make your business look more professional. And you can try it for 14 days free with my link below, and then you get like a pretty good discount for the first 3 months. So check that out with Jobber. But that really was cool to begin to see my business grow, and then I just started sharing about it on YouTube and saw how many people were interested. I've done like 10 coaching calls with guys. I sold 50 courses on how to start your window cleaning business, which, by the way, I've got that paused right now because I'm trying to revamp it. I put it out a few years ago. It's super cheap because it's all the ins and outs of getting started. And in the beginning, when I needed help, like, it would have been a great resource. And so I know there's so many other things out there, but that's one thing I did. And that's been a cool part of the process too. But again, it came back to, I'm not the home service king. I'm just not. I tried to be, and I wanted to be, and that's just not how my personality works. I'm excited about where the business is at and what it can do for me and how it has led to me being able to do the other things I'm passionate about. I said that I was a former pastor, and I never lost that call. And so right now we're in the process of building a men's community that is mostly just about community and fitness and health and adventures, with that underlining theme of just like, how's your soul? How's your spirit? Because if you get everything you want and your soul is poor, then man, your life's not going to be any better, right? And so we've been building that out slowly. I've talked about it before, but I post reels about our meetups, is where we just get together, we run, we cold plunge, we ice bath, and do that on a Saturday morning. We eat breakfast, and we're averaging like 25 guys to all those events. So that's really cool. My business has given me the time to invest in that, whether it's getting coffee with guys in the middle of the week, or whether it's going grocery shopping on that Friday to get ready for the event and to bring some of the equipment to my house. We threw a huge event, like a 3-day major camping event in the spring, and I spent like an entire week prepping for that. And that's just because my business gave me the freedom to do that. So those are the things I'm really thankful for. But there's been plenty of times that I've been like, whew, life would be easier sometimes with just a job. Because yes, I can have huge months where I am bringing in a decent amount of income, but then the next month or the month after that might not be so great, right? And I know that's a common theme, and I know there's guys on here that have the answers for it, but I'm just like, I think it's because you got to have a crazy amount of love for the game. And if you're just like, no, like this is something that helps, provide for my family, but like I don't want to be the window cleaning guy, then, you just have to learn how to balance those emotions, to be honest. And I'm just coming at you, transparently. Right now, we're having a great month. We're in a spot where we stack a lot of our commercial recurring jobs. And so this month's going to end up being really, really great. And so I'm thankful for that. And again, that's just the piece of like, are you willing to do the work before you know it'll work, which is my mantra for everything. But my advice for you, if it's 2026 and we've got 4 months left in the year, and you are thinking about starting a window cleaning business or home service business because you don't love your job or you just want a different, lane to work from, that's fine. Just make sure you're ready to do the work, right? To go out. In the beginning, again, starting it as a side hustle is such a benefit because you don't have to rely solely on that income. So if you get started, it's going to take months to get a strong book of business. And I get it. Like, it seems like some people go out and snap their fingers. I don't know if it's always that easy, right? And so what I was able to do over time is slowly build my business to the point where when I was ready to jump, I was able to do it without a whole lot of extra stress. So that would be my key to you. Maybe start it as a side hustle, and it's gonna let you know how much you really want to do it. If you're like, hey, you're not talking me out of it, I'm doing it, I'm jumping, go for it. And follow all the other guys that give all the great tactics. It's basically as simple as finding your next customer through referrals, through door hangers, door knocking if you want, yard signs. It is always that, what's the right next step? It's pretty, like there's no magic bullet, it's just doing the work. My other major piece of advice, which I stress with the guys that I hire, is just do a good job. If you provide the best value, just in the sense of like, they're hiring you to clean their windows. Don't leave dirt on the ground. Make sure the windows are clean. Wipe the seals, wipe the frames, make sure it looks good. That is going to help your business grow. You're not just trying to get a quick buck if you're trying to start a business. You're trying to build a business. So go out and do the best work you can do, and you're actually going to get referrals and people to say, yeah, like you should hire this guy. He did a great job. So those are my 2 pieces of advice. Bottom line is, if you're willing to work hard and fight through the months when you're not sure if it's going to work, then you should absolutely do it. Other than that, like there's so much information out there. At the end of the day, you just got to pull the trigger, right? So I think that's it for today. I'm rooting for you if you do it. So in the meantime, enjoy the here while you're working to get there.